Guys, it's almost afternoon and I just got out of the gym, and while I was working out today, I noticed that I was having some issues feeling yucky, and sometimes when I don't feel well, I kind of get shaky in the gym, and it's just not a real enjoyable workout. So, as opposed to other times I go to the gym and I feel very confident and I'm happy I'm there and I feel like I can just lift 1,000,000 pounds that day. And, but anyway, while I was working out today, I was having one of those days where I wasn't doing so good. And the Lord started talking to me about the flesh and the arm of the flesh and trusting in the arm of the flesh. And he gave me a reference scripture of Jeremiah 17:5. It talks about those who trust in the arm of the flesh are cursed and in man. And as I was sitting there and I was just kind of praying over myself, trying to overcome how I was feeling, just kind of nauseated and tired and yucky, the Lord mentioned to me about, actually I asked him, I was like, how do you transition from depending on the arm of the flesh on people to depending on God? And oddly enough, he used exercise to help me understand, when you are coming to a place of trusting in the Lord, it's like exercising a muscle. It's really weak and flimsy, and maybe you haven't used it very much or didn't even know you had that muscle until you tried to start using it and you realize just how weak it is. But the more you do it, the more effort you put into it, it begins to build. And it kind of goes back to that old proverb, if you have two dogs and one of them is something you don't desire and one of them represents something you do desire, which one wins? At the end of the day, it's the one you feed. So it's kind of the same with your flesh. Which one are you feeding? Are you feeding your flesh or are you feeding your spirit? And I have to confess that I grew up trusting flesh. I grew up, with this tom girl mentality. Anybody gets in your way, I was taught to get in their way and cause problems and be tough and be strong. And really, there's such a folly when we trust in the arm of the flesh, because we're like grass. We're like a flower. We're here one day, we're beautiful, and the next day we wither and we're gone. And the place where we grew doesn't even recognize we were ever there. But, and I think even Paul says that physical discipline has a little bit of a benefit, but spiritual discipline has way much more benefit, much in every way. And so why? Because the things that we work out by the Spirit, when we go through trials and tests and tribulations, they're working out something eternal. This flesh, this body that I'm in right now, it's going to pass away one day. No matter how hard I try to keep it around, it is just going to pass away. And so, yes, I try to nourish my body, diet, exercise, do all the right things. But I guess the thought is am I putting more effort into that than I am into my spirit? What would you look like spiritually if you could see yourself the same way you do physically in a mirror? Would you be, at the top of your game? Or would you be somewhere scraping bottom? Good thing to think about, especially in this day and age. Everything in this world promotes worldly things that are passing away. When all the things that are in this world, it's held together by the things you can't see. They're eternal. And one day the curtain of this life is going to be ripped back, and what's going to be left is what's spiritual. And because the things that are physical are made by things that are spiritual. So anyway, it was just a thought that I had. I don't know. I like to try to be real and share my struggles. And today I was struggling, and sometimes, I've had health issues here and there, and it scares me a little bit. I get in the gym and I'm wondering, am I pushing myself too hard? And that's where the Lord comes in, and he's just like, you know what? I'm your strength. In your weakness, I am strong. And even in little things like going to the gym and being a little bit afraid that you're going to push yourself too hard, or, something physical is going to bother you. It's just, the Lord's like, lean on me. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't lean on what you think works. Lean on me. And the more you lean on me, the stronger you're going to get in me, because the Lord is my strength, not this world, not my abilities, not my mental capacity, not my wits or, anything else that's in this world. And I don't know, I just wanted to share that and let you know that I love you guys. And hey, if you need something, a prayer or, whatever, please feel free to reach out and contact us. I hope you guys have a great day and that you stay spiritually strong and fit in the Lord, always ready to give an account for the hope that you have in Jesus Christ. And if you need some hope, feel free to reach out. And I will see you later. Love you guys.